Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Shuttle versus Force here on Fighting Spirit, a map we all know very well. Top right, gonna be Shuttle, our yellow Protoss player, and in the bottom right, it is Force, a very excellent red Zerg player. As EB would say, a lot of red Zerg on the channel recently. But yeah, it's time for a ZVP on the channel. My favorite matchup, I feel like, in all of StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Terror the Overlord's counting out. Yep, I know you enjoy fighting Spirit. You're not in the vacuum of space. You're not hovering over lava. Just a lot of dirt and rocks and plant life and nice water. Terry enjoys this map. And scouting the wrong way. Here is Shuttle. Scouting counterclockwise instead of clockwise, but hey, guess. You just have to guess, right? Guess right, guess wrong, you just have to guess. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum. Anyway, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you're enjoying the StarCraft thus far, the music in the background, the sound of Protoss buildings warping in, sound of probes mining. Ah, it's nice. Drones mining too. Here in the 1440p. Wonderful stuff. So Forge expanding because Shuttle has no idea what Force is up to. This could have been a pool first play. Instead it was a hatch first. Traditionally, about 11 or 12 supply. No big deal there. And then drone scouting the correct direction. Look at the second probe scout. Really wants to know what's going on here with Force. Is going to send 2 probes out. Sees, okay, beautiful. Hatch first play, fantastic. Which means that I can actually go for a Nexus. And there it is, bam, Nexus. Canceled the Forge even. Oh, Shuttle, you dog. Cancels the Forge, says I don't need to worry about this Zerg player at all for a while. That spawning pool is nowhere close to being done. And they're slowlings and they have to build and Force is like, so what do you do here? Well, honestly, you take a quick third. Maybe he's just trying to make sure this wall doesn't happen. That's intriguing. So now getting the Forge down, but Nexus firsting against a hatch first Zerg is so just hard to deal with. As a Zerg player, you can't punish it. The best thing you can do is get a quick third of your own, which is exactly what's happening here. Stupid pathing on that drone, but you know, it's pathing in StarCraft. What are you going to do? Checking to see if there's any pylons back here he needs to worry about, and then we'll just kind of wander in and settle down for the third sub 3 minutes. Love it, love it, love it. Both players doing the utmost to get the macro advantage here, which, you know, who's ahead now? Well, I think the Protoss just for a minute, but that third base is beautiful for Force. We'll see what he can manage to do here. Again, Shuttle's terrifying. He's just so good at StarCraft. See the best Protoss player in the world right now? Possibly. Bisu's kind of semi-retired here. He's kind of disappeared from the scene, and so is Shuttle our guy. Maybe. Like, Stork has an incredible history as well. Just won so many premier tournaments. So terrifying. I need to cast more Stork games for sure on the channel. But anywho, had a really fun PvP on Saturday if you guys missed that one. It was awesome. We got Dark Archon play. We got, I mean, spoiler alert, so like close your ears if you don't want to know something about the end of the game, but 3, 2, 1, spoiler. The entire map was mined out. Which doesn't happen very much in StarCraft. So that's fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Even if you're not a huge PvP fan, I hope you watched that one because it was good. Alright, so Overlord's scouting out. One of these has got to be Terry. Yeah, one of these is Terry. Probably a suicidal one's Terry. Coming in, recognizing, okay, Cyber Core on the way. Worker count, 25 probes. From Shuttle. 25 is so many probes from Shuttle. Absolutely killer plays here from him. Man. And then the Zerg player is at 20. Because, you know, Zerg players, they got to sacrifice workers to make buildings, including extractors and new hatcheries. And every Zergling that is made could be a drone, whereas Protoss, you just keep making probes. It doesn't take away from your time of building zealots or, you know, Dragoons or anything else that you're building army-wise. So a couple zealots up. I don't know if they're planning on being aggressive. Although, you know, with the hatch first play here and the fast third from Force, I don't see why not. This guy's not making a beeline for the Zerg base, though. Instead, it seems like he's checking the middle, which is weird. I mean, maybe he's just trying to take a sneaky route down to the third base to harass, but look who sees this. Overlord sees it. Terry is fleeing from the Corsair that's not even in production yet. Citadel of Adun coming in pretty quickly here too. So either speed lots. Yep, scouting probe dies. Either speed lots or it's going to be DTs. Speed lots are fairly common. Ooh, that +1 air weapon's getting started now. Indicates we're going to see a lot of Corsairs. 1 million Corsairs. At least 6, maybe even more than that. So Zealot comes down to be annoying. There's enough Lings to handle him, but... Oh, 4 Lings can attack at the same time? That's... What a dream scenario. I don't know if Shuttle didn't realize this was two spots wide instead of just 1. But that could not have gone more poorly for that poor Zealot. Oh, macro hatch. Okay. So 2 things Zerg players can do to make them... Oh, okay, hang on. There's Zealots in here. In the natural base. Maybe that's why. He's only got 1 kill. Kills a drone, though. This is annoying stuff. So 2 things Zerg players can do that I feel like increases their chances of winning games is if they use drops, if they utilize the Dropper Lord upgrade and ability. 4 kill Zealot. Not bad. And number 2, if they use macro hatches. If those 2 things are happening for a Zerg, you feel better about their chances for sure. If you're a Protoss, I mean, big Corsair balls, they're just hard. They're really, really hard for a Zerg player to deal with. It's hard to get... Oh, there's a Mutalisk on the way. Not my favorite thing. It's really hard to get enough Scourge hits on a big ball of Corsairs to wipe them out. Mutas just aren't traditionally the answer here either. He's just... I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is with Zerg players and their insistence on making Mutalisks in a ZVP. Because, again, this is going to be a lot of Mutas. That +1 air weapons tells us it's not just going to be 2 or 3 or 4. It's going to be 6, 8, 10, something like that. Maybe even 11 or 12. Entirely possible. And Shuttle, its control is disgustingly good. Anyway, Temple Archives on the way and Zealot Legs coming in. So it could be speed lots and DTs in this game. Why not? Why wouldn't it be? Entirely possible. Cannon up to deal with Scourge, which don't exist yet. Lurker Aspect on the way. Love that. Not going crazy heavy into Scourge play or Mutalisk play. These Mutas defensive? I just don't know. I just don't know what their plan is here. Maybe he's going to try to use Mutas to kill Zealots that wander on into the 3rd base instead of... Well, this is good Sim City, though. Pretty good. 1 sunken. This is a fairly wide avenue to attack into. This is not bad either. Zealots heading down to that 3rd. Corsairs making a beeline. There you go. 5 are already out. And there's another one on the way. And that +1 air upgrade is going to finish here fairly soon. And this is where Overlords die. Yeah, there's just no anti-air here at all. And yeah, here we go. Trying to body block these Zealots so they can't get direct hits on the Sunkens. And buy time for the Lings to roll in. That's not even a lot of Lings either. Dude, that Sunken dies. A couple Zealots are dying here too, though. And then, yeah, Ling, Muta. Not a bad combination against Zealots whatsoever. They got to get out of here. He's got 2 kills to his name. Not too bad. What? Oh, some Scourge popped out. Really? You fled with 6 Corsairs because 2 Scourge showed up? You don't even take any hits yet. See, watch. Now the Scourge die. Yep, there you go. Scourge died. No big deal. Free Scourge. Those are 25 gas. Well, for 2 of them. Then the DT rolls in, but there are Sunkens and a Spore here. But DT finds an angle. It's like, how close... Deny mining at these 3 mineral patches and this extractor, if I position this correctly. 5 kills, and all of those are drones. 44 to 36 total workers right now. Shuttle is in control right now. Not that he's in control of the player, but he's just, he's Shuttle. Whew, 6 kills, man. 6 workers killed. 34 drones to 44 probes at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Corsairs are here, though. And this is where I'm finding what the Spore is. Oh, my gosh. So those Scourge did nothing, as they are wont to do. An Overlord goes down. Supply blocks our guy Force. Another Overlord going to die. Further supply blocking Force. The Mutas are like, please be distracted while the Scourge kill you. All right, so 2 Corsairs died, but all the Mutas are dead except for this guy. Oh, these guys right here. The Scourge count is nothing at the moment. I mean, okay, this is Shuttle taking absolute control of this game. Supply blocking, constantly supply blocking the Zerg player. We're looking at, yep, well, it's another Overlord down. You know, I had someone tell me recently that Zerg wins like 80% of the time they're on the channel on this channel. I don't think I agree with that. I feel like there's a pretty good split of Zerg Terran and Protoss wins out here. And you know, there's kind of been a string of Zerg losses, too, on the channel if you've been watching. So I'm not doing that on purpose. I don't watch these things before I cast them. I just don't have the time for it. I've got 3 kids. I've got a full-time job. I'm very, very busy. And, oh, Lurker escaped. They were doing the little trick where you stand a Zealot on top of the Lurker, then attack the Zealot with an Archon, and the splash damage hits the Lurk. So he's running for it. Nice. Got 2 Mutalisks. 2 Mutalisks. Come on. Yeah, man. Little Zealot Archon play here. Free Scourge, says the Archon. Got +1 attack, too. Third base time in. There we go. Shuttle going for that 12 o'clock. Traditional third base expansion location on this map. Fourth base. You know, this is interesting. Usually a third base for a Zerg player in a PvZ is going to be down here on Fighting Spirit. Very interesting that he took this one instead. Because now getting a fourth base is harder, right? You take this, and then you got this covered, and then it's easier for you to sneak a fourth in here. But now it's like, well, you have to kind of set up shop in the bottom left corner for the first time today. Anyway, it's time to move into Dragoons. Dragoons with Singularity Charge, with upgrades. Just amazing. Really, really good against Zerg until Dark Swarm pops out, which... How close is... Ow. 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 Scourge, no. Why are you flying over Dragoons? Until Dark Swarm pops, until there's a Hive, which Queen's Nest is done, but that means Hive. Then it means Defiler Mound. Then it means Consume needs to be researched, and then we get some Dark Swarm up. So right now it's 119 and 94 supply. Another supply block for Force here. He is really far away from getting an Overlord to pop, it looks like. So he's in trouble. Shuttle is just the Corsair harass, the Zealot attacks. He's just strung together a beautiful series of opening plays here against Force to put him into a position where Force is in a lot of trouble. And Shuttle, it's just beautiful Protoss play. I don't know how else to explain it. Shuttle's good, you guys. If you didn't know already, Shuttle's an insanely, insanely good Protoss player. Storm done? If it is, he's just kind of hanging out. Oh, he just lost the High Templar for nothing. Okay, that's bad. Lurker Splash is scary, y'all. That guy only has 5 energies, which means he has stormed already, because you spawn with more than that. He must have already tried to storm something. Does he have any kills? I should have looked at that, too. Yeah, all right. So he's been storming Norman. Interestingly enough, Force is going to take a fourth base in the bottom left main location instead of starting here at the natural. Maybe as an attempt to hide. All right. Zealot coming in. Is Zealot going to see this drone? Absolutely, yes. Okay, so drone. Not faster than a speed lot, that's for sure. Maybe a little bit faster than a speed lot? Nah, actually not at all. Okay, so drone down. Dude, this is Shuttle's game to lose here. Not that we haven't seen players get to the 12-minute mark of a game, be really ahead, and then lose anyway. Thanks to amazing counterplay from the person who's behind, especially Zergs, who have the ability to kind of look weak and take some damage early, but it's not too much to overcome, right? They're just kind of buying time until this Defiler Mound finishes, till Consume is researched, and then Dark Swarm is up, and Adrenal's on the way too, and then the Dragoons are like, our lives are a joke. We can't do anything when Dark Swarm is up at all. We hate it. So then it's more Zealots and Archons and Reavers and stuff, as a Robotic Support Bay is coming in. The whole army's coming down here. It's really just, okay, so this group of Lings is dead. This base is not happening. But the whole army is over here for this. This seems like a completely out of position play. Oh my gosh, Scourge. Honestly, Scourge. Scourge have killed, I think, 2 Corsairs today, which, you know what? Fine. A credit. Another Corsair goes down. Credit to them when credit is due. They haven't been entirely and utterly worthless, which is just absolutely faint praise if I've ever heard it. Yeah, these things can't defend this at all. Honestly, if you're Shuttle, you could camp down here. Oh my gosh, a fourth base from Shuttle. And there's not much a Zerg player can do to win this thing, except maybe do some kind of giant move out. There we go. Try to maybe attack into this base, or attack into the third, or maybe go up to the natural, but pretty well defended everywhere, I think. Yeah, trying to get some Adrenalings on up here, but the Lurker's just not getting it done without that Dark Swarm. Consume is on the way. I mean, this is a decent amount of Zerg here. They're just not getting the value they can if Dark Swarm is a thing. So Adrenalings happening. Lurker's trying to burrowing in a position where get a single attack off maybe as they retreat. Shuttle coming through the middle, 164 to 126 supply for the Protoss. Again, Protoss is going to be ahead at this stage of the game. It's just, this is the problem, is the fourth base that Shuttle's getting Whereas Force doesn't have anything of a fourth base, even under construction right now. He's sending another drone down. The first two sent in this location died before they could accomplish anything, so that's not great. It's in fact really bad for them. Plague's coming in, consume is done. So we really there we go. Now this is where we can go on the offense. Okay, storming that ramp. 8 kill High Templar, baby. And a Zealot shows up. No. I remember when I was like, we should see some Dark Swarm in these engagements. That was apparently a huge lie. Okay, fourth base coming in, but Shuttle says, yeah, why don't you get a fourth base while I attack you? That sounds great. Spend resources on that instead of trying... Instead of trying to save your... Okay, that's it. I think that's your GG. It's 37 drones to 52 probes right now. The drone count is abysmal. It's a 3-basing Zerg. It just storms in here, too. Oh, my gosh. And he gets out of here with this High Templar while he's at it. Oh, he does not, actually. Never mind. Well, at least he avenged them. 33 workers now to 54 probes. 54 probes. He's got a 20 worker lead. More than a 20 worker lead right now. Shuttle. Okay, he gets plagued. He's not happy about that at all. Getting plagued stinks as a Protoss because it takes down HP you're never recovering. Did he come back in here? No. This Corsair's just kind of hanging out. No big deal. Okay, a little Dark Swarmling action here. High Templar doesn't have enough energy for a storm. Zealots are here to cause problems. Defiler just going to get absolutely backed into a corner and killed. And then there's enough Zealots to hold on, and this is just Shuttle in utter and complete control here. He's just made several plays in this game that are just too much for Force to handle at all. Fare thee well everything here for the Zerg. I mean, sure, Dark Swarm is protecting a Lurker. Right now there's a Lurker here. One Lurker with upgrades up, +2 armor and +1 attack. There's +3 attack and nothing else for armor upgrades or shields with the Protoss. But he's working on him. He's getting there if he can. Yeah, I think that's it. 157 to 86 supply here at 17 minutes when the Zerg player, I mean, worker count is just too low. There's been way too much damage to the economy here. And Shuttle is just a masterful Protoss player, putting on an absolute master class here for you, too. I mean, okay, decent attack. Then a Reaver's like, how about... I don't even have to take any shots because all the Zerg is already dead before this base even is close to falling. And the Reaver's like, oh, maybe I actually have to shoot. That's good. 2 Reavers? Oh, come on. 2 Reavers. Plague the cannons. Wait. Oh, never mind. Defiler's dead. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Yeah, if you're having trouble with Dark Swarm Zerg stuff, Reavers and High Templar Storm, man. Zealots rocket on down to the 4th base, but these are Adrenalings, and they're going to trade really well against your Zealots now. The tide is turned on that one for sure. So, Lurker, Dark Swarm, Zealots, ba-bam, ba-bam. Dark Swarm, not available. Adrenalings, not great when they can't surround, but still. Okay, this is 7 kill Lurker. Never mind, he's dead now. As more High Templar showed up. Cool, so this base is alive. I mean, oh man, Reaver's defending this one too. So yeah, if you're a Protoss player and you're like, Zerg's just too good, they can swarm me and kill my bases without even trying, you gotta set up cannons and High Templar and Reavers at each of your bases. I know it's a lot to worry about, I get that, but man, is it totally worth it. It just makes it so that Zergs cannot get through your defenses at all. 150 to 74 total supply, still doubling up the Zerg player. Checking to make sure with these Links and Hiders, these top left bases haven't been taken by Shuttle, but they don't need to. They really don't. He hasn't lost any bases yet. I'm not sure he's lost more than a couple probes. One that was scouting down here that got killed. But something like 10, 15, maybe even 20 drones have died today. Lings rolling up. It's not happening, man. There's cannons, there's High Templar. 189 to 84 supply right now. When you're effectively maxed out as a Zerg, or anybody, Zerg Protoss Terran, and your opponent is under 100 supply, it's just, that's it. You're done. This is going to be an A move effectively into the 4th base, forces it 3 bases and 40 workers at 19 minutes, and it's just like, nah. This is not happening today at all. So GG. Like, I know I called it GG like 5 minutes ago, and it was. Just not officially yet. It was an unofficial GG. He plagued some Archons. Say the Archons. We laugh. We laugh in the face of your plague-oo. And that's your GG, man. Reavers wrecking the 4th base. And that's it. If you've ever wanted to see a PvZ masterclass of some kind, amazing. Truly incredible PvZ. Oh, that was great. That was great. That was an absolutely insanely good PvZ. Woof. Shuttle is a monster. Zealots, Speedlots, Dark Templar, Corsairs flying around, supply blocking force, killing Scourge before they even get super close to the Corsairs, Storm Reaver's cannons defending his bases, Archons when the Dark Swarm comes out, and Zealots, and 311 upgrades, and Wow. I don't even know what to tell you other than that about this game. This was just a 20-minute shellacking. I mean, sometimes shellackings are just 5 or 6 minutes. Some of this goes for a really strong one-base attack, and then the other player dies, and you're like, oh, that was really dominant. But a really dominant 20-minute game is just, you got to string together a bunch of plays over and over and over and over and over again and get it done. What is Force's highlight in this game? If you're like a Zerg player, you're like, what did he do good here? It's like, well, he got a 3rd base up real good. He defended it. He did defend his 3rd base pretty well. He had to pull some drones off, and he lost some workers there, and then he lost some of the natural, too, though. That was just... Wow. Incredible. Just really good stuff there. So, end of the day, 154,000 points from Shuttle, 119,000 for Force. We had people watching this, too. Oh, 388 to 88 kill death ratio. Holy crap. Holy crap. Woof. And then resources. Getting out resource spent by a Protoss and a PvZ is just, what are you doing with your life? You're losing is what you're doing. 45,000 to 41,000 total resources. Shuttle, you maniac. That's what we like to see. All right, good. So that right there is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care of yourself.